Vimlavati had come with a lot of desires and a little money to buy a shawl.
How much does it cost?
This is only for 10 coins, ma'am.
You are quoting a very high price. Who buys such an expensive shawl in Vijayanagar?
I buy them.
Vimlavati was captivated by the aura of woman. What a silk sari she was wearing. Golden bangles adorned both her hands up to the elbows. Large earrings in her ears. She was none other than the wife of royal astrologer, who could have paid attention to Vimlavati in front of her. Seeing the hospitality towards the wife of the royal astrologer, she reached her home angry with jealousy.
Will you keep writing stories about eagles and crows for just 1 or 2 coins? You have to do something that brings in good money. Why don't you become an astrologer?
Do you think telling the future is a joke?
Just like you write stories with your pen here, similarly, you can just throw this dice and create some stories.
What could Kamlesh say to his stubborn wife? Kamlesh comes to the market with his bag and sets up in a corner on a platform, putting up a board of astrology.
Come here! Know your future! Come here and know your future!
Morning turned into afternoon, but no one came to ask about their future. Kamlesh was just about to leave for home when...
Wait, brother, wait. I have lost a very precious ring given by my husband. Can you tell me where it is?
How can I tell you? Wait, only I can tell you.
Just throw this dice and create some stories.
And then Kamlesh throws the dice.
Vimlavati has put me in a big trouble. What can I say to this woman upon seeing these dice? This looks just like a matchbox.
A matchbox?
Yes, a matchbox.
Yes, matchbox. I remembered. I had hidden the ring in the matchbox and kept it in the cupboard. Thank you, brother. Take this, brother. Keep this as a gift from me.
See, even if you kept writing stories for the whole month, the income would not have been as much as what happened in one day.
What? Has there been a theft?
This chaos was due to the theft. Someone stole 40 boxes filled with diamonds and jewels from the royal palace. Even the royal astrologer couldn't find the thief.
I will need a little more time, my king. Is there anyone else in our court who can figure out any trace of the thieves?
This man was none other than the husband of the same woman whom Kamlesh had helped to find the lost ring. Knowing this,
Call that young man in the court immediately.
Wait! What are you doing? Where are you taking me? Wait!
He is that young man, my king. I have heard that you make very accurate predictions. Tell me, who committed the theft in the royal palace? Remember, if your prediction turns out to be wrong, you will be put in the jail.
poor Kamlesh got scared after hearing this. He was not really an astrologer. But how could he say that to the king? He started scolding his wife in his mind and threw the dice again.
What do you see, young man?
3.
3? Does that mean 3 thieves have committed the theft?
Yes, my king.
Tell me in which direction they went.
Give me 3 days, my king.
Okay, take your time. But if you can't find the thieves and the treasure even after 3 days, then you better know what will happen to you.
Kamlesh had asked for 3 days not to find the thieves, but to enjoy the home-cooked food. He wasn't an astrologer, but he knew that after 3 days, he would definitely be thrown into the jail. Kamlesh wanted to enjoy his favorite laddus before going to jail.
All this happened because of my greed. Can't we escape?
No, Vimla. There is no way out. I only have 3 days left. Now I will eat the remaining laddus every day and apologize to the king. Then I'll go to the jail myself.
On the other hand, even the thieves had a hint that someone was going to reveal their identity to the king.
Mungi, what if he really tells the king all about us? What do we do?
Neither has anyone seen us entering the palace, nor seen us stealing anything from there. Then how can he reveal our identity? Tell me.
The thieves decided that they would keep an eye on Kamlesh's house.
The first one is finished. Now only 2 are left.
Kamlesh was talking about laddus, but the first thief thought Kamlesh had seen him. The next night, the second thief went to keep an eye on Kamlesh.
The second one is also finished tonight.
The next night, the leader of the thieves himself arrived to find out the truth.
It was fun, Vimla. The last laddu is also finished.
See, Mungi, he is so cunning. For him, clever thieves like us are just laddus.
I'll tell the whole truth to the king tomorrow.
The thieves thought Kamlesh is going to reveal their identity to the king.
Forgive us, brother. We made a mistake. Please don't tell anything to the king.
Kamlesh found out that the 3 sweets he had been talking about for the past 3 days, the thieves thought he was talking about them. Kamlesh's luck by chance worked again this time. The thieves disclosed the location of the stolen treasure to Kamlesh and ran away immediately from there.
My king, my powers are limited. I can either tell you about the thieves or the location of the stolen treasure. So tell me, what would you like to know? About the thieves or the treasure?
Kamlesh got very scared while saying this because after revealing the location of the stolen treasure, the thieves had already escaped. Now, what if the king asked him to disclose the identity of the thieves?
The thieves.
What will we do knowing about the thieves? I just want my jewelry back.
Kamlesh's luck by chance worked here too. All the stolen jewelry was found at the place mentioned by Kamlesh. The king was happy with Kamlesh and wanted to appoint him as his royal astrologer. But Kamlesh knew that luck by chance works sometimes, but not always.
Forgive me, my king, but all my knowledge has gone in search of this treasure. I am not worthy of this position.
After that, Kamlesh never made any predictions again, nor did his wife insist. If you don't study and learn, you will end up becoming like a frog in a well. Gopal had been hearing this from his father since his childhood. Just because he had absolutely no interest in studies, he lagged far behind other children in academics. As time passed, Gopal grew up. his father passed away and he got married. However, he couldn't pursue his education, which left him with no job,
Huh?
making his life very difficult.
You only sleep the entire day and don't even bother to do any work.
What are you doing?
Why don't you do some work to earn some money? At least there will be some food to eat at home.
But what kind of work?
I have heard that King Vidyadhar likes poetry a lot. And if he likes someone's poem, he even gives them a reward. If you write a poem somehow and recite it to the king, who knows, he might like your poem too.
Poetry? And me? It's better to write a poem than to hear her taunts. All right, I will try.
The next morning, Gopal took a bath and sat under a tree to write a poem. But he had never studied, so he had no idea about poetry. Not a single word came to his mind. Just then, he saw a pig in the pond, restlessly rubbing its back against a tree. Upon seeing it, Gopal blurted out,
Rubbing so much can lead to a life-threatening situation. Wow! What a poem! Rubbing so much can lead to a life-threatening situation. I'm sure the king will like this poem.
Considering it a poem, he quickly wrote those lines on a leaf.
Now I will recite this poem to the king.
Hey, stop! Hey, where are you going, huh?
I'm going to meet the king.
The time to meet the king is over. This is his leisure time.
Now go from here.
What should I do? If I go back without reciting the poem, my wife will scold me a lot. I'll have to find a way out. I have an important message for the king. Please ensure that the message reaches him anyhow.
After hearing Gopal's words, the soldier placed the leaf containing the message on the king's bed while he was asleep. The next morning, when the king woke up, a barber had come there to shave him. Before starting, the barber began sharpening his razor on a stone. At that moment, the king saw the leaf on the bed and he picked it up to read.
Rubbing so much can lead to a life-threatening situation? It seems like a secret message. Huh? I'm sure the barber is sharpening his razor to kill me. Arrest this man! He's here to kill me!
My king, please forgive me. I did all this because the neighboring king told me to do so.
Gopal was called into the royal court.
Who are you? And how do you know that the enemy was planning to take my life?
Oh, my king. Actually,
I'm pretty sure that you possess profound knowledge of astrology. That's why you knew everything in advance. So from today I declare you the royal astrologer of this court.
Without much thought, Gopal accepted the king's offer. But lies inevitably come to light sooner or later. A few days later, someone stole Queen Ketki's most precious and beloved necklace.
My king, my beloved necklace. Someone has stolen my beloved necklace.
Huh? Calm down, my queen, I promise to bring back that necklace to you by any means necessary. Soldiers, bring Gopal before me.
my king, did you call me?
Gopal, just as you saved my life with your astrology skills, use your knowledge to find out who has committed the crime of stealing the queen's necklace.
Oh no, my wife has trapped me in this.
What are you thinking?
My king, my astrology skills work best in solitude. I will go in isolation and use my knowledge to find out about the queen's necklace.
Gopal had trapped himself in a situation that he had created, and he didn't know any astrology. He went alone and started blaming his wife, as all this had happened because of her.
Your husband is in trouble today because of you. Now no one can save him from the king.
The queen's maid got anxious upon hearing Gopal's words, because it was she who had conspired to steal the queen's necklace along with her husband.
Please forgive us, O astrologer. Tempted by greed, we stole the queen's necklace. We will tell you where the necklace is. Just don't tell anything to the king, or else he will punish us severely.
All right. I will forgive you this time. Go and place the necklace behind the tree which is behind the palace. Oh, I am saved. Hail to the king! O king, I have found out. The necklace is below the tree behind the royal palace. I have sent the soldiers.
My king, Gopal is telling the truth. Here is the queen's necklace. Wow, Gopal, your astrology skills are indeed extraordinary.
Gopal narrowly escaped one more time. But now, his challenges were about to increase because the fame of his astrology skills had started spreading in nearby kingdoms as well.
Your Majesty, I have been sent by King Himabindu. I have heard that your astrologer Gopal is very knowledgeable. Our king wants to consult with him. That is why he has sent me.
You have heard it right. Tell me, what do you want to know?
If Gopal can tell me what is inside this box using his skills, then I will acknowledge his knowledge.
Why not, Gopal?
Gopal was once again stranded, and he remembered his father's words.
My father was right. I am indeed a frog in a well.
No one understood Gopal's words except that minister, because there was indeed a frog inside the box.
You truly are a great astrologer. I was the only one who knew there was a frog inside the box.
Gopal once again escaped the situation due to his luck. But he knew that this game couldn't go on for long. So he planned a strategy to get rid of it.
My king, I had only 3 chances to use my astrology skills. I have utilized all 3 chances in your service. So I request you to relieve me from this position. Now I want to live a simple life.
Oh?
The king agreed to his request and bid him farewell after giving him lots of gold and silver.
If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Murthy Media.